Do you want to pay 0 or less capital gains tax legally? Whether you are selling a property, investing or transferring assets, the UK tax system offers plenty of exemptions that you can use. In this video, I'm breaking down everything that is exempt from CGT in the UK. If this is your first time here, my name is Amma, a chartered accountant and a tax professional from AB & Co Accounting and Tax Services. Let's get started. The first one is, if you gift cash to anyone in the UK, there is no capital gains tax implications on the gift of cash, and there is no limit on the amount of cash that you can gift to anyone. It will be tax-free from capital gains tax. When you gift the cash, try not to benefit from the gift of cash in any way. We have seen many instances where parents will gift cash to their children, and their children will use the cash to buy a house for the parents to live in the house. There are complex tax rules around that, and so if you want to avoid any capital gains tax on your gift of cash, don't try to benefit in any way from the cash that you have gifted out. Otherwise, there will be tax implications on you. That's the first one. The next one is, if you have any personal belongings such as paintings, jewelries, antiques, as long as they were sold for £6,000 or less, when you sell them, there will be no capital gains tax for you to pay. Otherwise, if you sell them over £6,000, the normal capital gains tax rules will apply. Remember, we are talking about exemptions here. So try to be compliant with this rule. That's another exemption. The next exemption that applies is if you sell your main residence where you have lived. The magic word here is lived throughout the duration of the ownership period. When you sell it, there will be no capital gains tax for you to pay, and you don't even need to declare anything to HMRC. This is because there is a relief that is available called Principal Private Residence Relief. That covers all the gain up, and so you don't need to pay any capital gains tax. That is another exemption that exists. The next one is, if you own any stocks and shares within an ISA, if you sell these, any gains will not attract any capital gains tax. ISAs are tax wrappers, and so use them to purchase your stocks and shares to avoid capital gains tax. The next exemption that exists is, if you are to gift any kind of asset to your spouse or civil partner, there is no capital gains tax to pay as long as they are your spouse or civil partner. The next exemption is called annual exemption amount. So if you sell any asset and the gain is up to the current annual exemption amount is 3,000. So if the gain is up to 3,000, there's no capital gains tax to pay. And so that is the next exemption. The next exemption is if someone dies and their beneficiaries are inheriting the assets. They inherit all the assets at the market value at the date of death. So there is no capital gains tax to pay on these assets. That is another exemption, because we know how important we all want to save tax. We have prepared this video for you that will give you ways and means you can use to boost your tax refund. Please watch it next. I hope you have found this video useful. If you have, please send us a signal by hitting the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos such as this. Share your questions in the comment section. Thank you for watching.